92Q, the best mix of R&B in the Zoom room right now with none other than the incomparable Alicia Keys is up in here, man.
OMG. Hello, how are you?
I'm so good. I'm so glad to see y'all. How you
Thank you
feeling?
for joining us. And when he says incomparable, he means it. Your seventh studio album. And the name of her album is called Alicia. Now, you know, when you can say one word, your first name, you know you are an icon.
Hey.
Okay. How does that feel? You'll be 20 years in, 20 years in next year.
Oh my
You started
God.
your first album was in 2001, right? 20 years in next year. How does that feel?
No, it's crazy, y'all. First of all, it's unbelievable. I'm in shock. I am truly in shock. I'm grateful because I feel like there's such a deep connection and a real relationship that's been developed over the years. Like I'm so blessed to be able to create music that resonates with people and resonates with the times and that we're in. Man, it's like it's truly a gift. I feel crazy because I truly feel like it was like 5 years ago. I'm like, wait, what? What?
I know it does. It doesn't feel like that long
No,
at
it doesn't
all.
feel like that at all.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, huh?
God, just boom, gone. Wow.
Now on this album right here, I recall you saying that you got into your whole self, like you were only in one side of yourself. So what about this? What does that mean, first of all? And how did you portray that onto your album, Alicia?
Thank you for asking that. Yeah, I think that I just, like all of us, many of us, look, we have so many different sides. We got the sides we go to work with. We got the side we're with our family with. We got the side when we're with our homegirl, we're like this. We got the side when we're with our husband, we're like this. We got the side, we got all these parts of who we are, which is natural, by the way. We're supposed to have different parts that we express. But I think I personally got used to only showing one side, because maybe because being a performer, just having to be professional and kind of hit it and do these things.
Right.
I showed one side really well, but there were all these other parts of me that I didn't really know that well. And I recognized that. I wanted to get to know them better. Like, I want to know the crazy Alicia. What about the outraged, off the
Crazy Alicia?
Alicia?
There's a crazy Alicia.
Uh-oh.
She in there. She in there. What about the super vulnerable Alicia that's like, real tender and soft and delicate and maybe.
Now, we know that one. We know that one.
Okay, the vulnerable one though, I'm not sure because I always feel like I've been so presentable that sometimes I haven't felt like I could just be fragile. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. These are all parts that we're getting to know of ourselves. And so that's what I mean. And that's why I called it Alicia, because all these sides are explored and I'm open to them all. I'm happy to know them all. I'm getting to know them better. And they're definitely in this music. So you're going to meet a few versions of Alicia here.
What's Alicia's favorite song on the album? Because I'm asking that because I heard, listen to the album. We at the Kenny Smooth Morning Show have collectively come up with our 3 favorite songs. You want to tell her, Kenny, or you?
I'm ready. Please.
My favorite song is the So Done record.
That's Kenny's favorite.
That's my favorite record because I just, I don't know. I don't know because I love to be surprised, and I was surprised by what you guys came up with together.
I love that.
And that was what I was like, man, that's not what I was. That's dope. I love it.
Wasn't expecting that, were you?
Unexpected. So I like to be surprised.
Mine is, I have a couple, but Jill Scott.
Yeah, she loves
It's just the flow and the flavor and the solid and the wave, and you're riding it with you. And then whenever, she goes into her part and it's just so cool. And I love Jill Scott. You like embodied Jill Scott in that song. Was that what you were trying to do?
That's why I had to be named after her. I love her so much. Who does it? And I got to say it was because, when Swizzy and Tim started Versus, obviously that was such a big deal for all of us and still is during this time and having just an event, something to hold on to. And so when it was Jill and Erica, I fangirled out. I couldn't even believe it. I was watching that thing, singing every word. I was going crazy. And afterwards, afterwards we called her and just like called her and Erica and spread love and everything. And I said, Jill, why haven't we done anything together? She was like, I don't know. And so as that was
Wow.
marinated and as we created that particular song, it felt so much in her world. I could hear her doing her beautiful spoken word poetry on top of it. And at the end of it, my engineer says, you know, what should we call this song? And I was like, well, let's call it Jill Scott, because I'm gonna send it to her so that she can vibe on it. And it just stayed. I was like, we have to call it Jill Scott. She's such an amazing artist. Jill Scott featuring Jill Scott.
Yes.
So speaking of sending music, I do this thing called the Get Down with Sissy Brown, my entertainment update. I heard that you were gonna give If I Ain't Got You to Christina Aguilera, and then your AR said, hell no, we won't go. And you ended up winning a Grammy for that.
Could you believe it?
Are you like, thank you so much for that A&R? And do you still have that same A&R?
You know what, I do. And now, you know, because of the collective success, he actually runs, you know, he runs the label. So he's definitely come up. And I got to say, he did. His name is Peter Edge. And he did. I remember it clearly. Him and my manager at the time were both like, Alicia, you are not giving Ain't Got You to anybody. Like, and I said, but why not? I'll just write another one. It's so good. She's going to sing it. So she's going to kill it. Boom. Well, I'll write another one. Listen, I'm grateful. Okay.
And you got the award for writing the song.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Songwriter. Yeah. I'm very proud of that song. That's one of my favorites ever.
I just trip out on the number of nominations you have. One year you had 30 nominations.
Oh my gosh.
Is that right?
You didn't get any other awards but you, that real? I mean,
World Music Awards, NAACP Awards, Grammy Awards, Billboard Awards.
Right.
I mean, you've won in every award category, award show that there's been. So how does that make you feel? And what is next for Alicia Keys? Like, what else do you have to accomplish?
You know what? You know, first of all, every day I'm growing, every day I'm learning, every day I'm excited to be, you know, a new person in so many ways, a new opportunity. And there is so much to do. There's so much to learn. I feel so grateful for the acknowledgement of my work and of the music, because the most important thing for an artist is that, you know, you can relate, you know, that somebody understands what you're saying. And I think that's the beautiful thing between the relationship between us. That we are able to say like, man, she said exactly what I was feeling, or I feel what she's saying. Or so that, to me, that's what the awards represent. It's not all about awards, of course. You know, there's some of the greatest artists of all time didn't receive many awards.
Right.
It doesn't stop them from being the most amazing artists that we've had for us. You know what I mean? So the awards are, of course, amazing, but they don't mean everything. But I'm grateful for the connection. And what else is coming is everything, man. I just feel so much more in my power, so much more in my purpose. I think that we're obviously in a place in the world where we're all able to contribute to what's coming and how we want to rewrite it and recreate it. You know, obviously we got a big election coming up. We all need to get out and vote for sure, especially the Black and brown vote. Like, this is the most critical time for Black and brown people to be voting. It's not a game. So definitely make sure you're registered. I got my registration. I requested my ballot. You know, just get it in. And obviously, just we're at a place where we can redefine what this world looks like. You know, we don't want to see Breonna Taylor, you know, killers not brought to justice. We sick of it. We over it. It's done. It's not happening no more. We are finished in these old ways. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to continue to be able to push forward in purpose, and for all of us to be able to choose, you know, how we want our world to look now. So to me, I'm inspired by that.
You know, we got to give you our third song.
Oh yeah.
Our third collective.
Wasted Energy.
Wasted Energy.
Now, the young lady that's on there, where did she come from? You are putting these people, that girl on the map.
Oh, wait a minute. The person that rhymes?
Diamond, is her Diamond?
Yeah, so that's a guy.
Oh, it's
That's
a guy.
And he's a Tanzanian artist. He's by the way, in Africa, it's like he can't even walk down the street.
What?
Oh, he's Alicia Keys in Africa.
Oh, he is amazing. and his style and voice and music is so fire. So I was so grateful to bring Diamond Platinums in with me, because it's like this global connection. And I know Wasted Energy is the favorite. Everybody's calling for Wasted
Yep.
Energy, so it's exciting.
Is that the next single?
You're gonna see, but I'll tell you what, people are hollering. They're hollering about Wasted Energy. There's also a lot of love for 3 Hour Drive featuring Sanford. That's another big one. And there's another a lot of love for Me Times 7, which is another favorite for me, just in the sense of like really learning that you can like love yourself and put yourself first. You don't have to put everybody before you all the time. So
Right.
I love what that's talking about, and I love this Alicia album. Like I said, it's like my first time.
You know, with you being, you're a musician. I mean, pianist, the whole nine. Classical,
Everything.
and it's like when you listen to the music right now. And I don't know. I mean, back in the day, it was the SP 1200, and you had a few machines and you did your beats and what have you. And the stuff they have now on their phone beats those things down.
Listen.
On an iPad, crush those instruments we used to have back in the day. Is it because the technology has made it so easy to make music, or has the musicality been lost in the shuffle somewhere? Because like the Alicia Keys musicality, you don't get it often. You get this real kind of electronic thing, and it's cool. But I tell people all the time, I like Snickers, but I don't want it for a meal. I need
Right.
the whole plate with some rice and everything, and you get
Right,
that
right.
with the Alicia Keys project. So what do you feel that that's kind of what's happened a little bit, or have we lost our way with music?
I think it's definitely, look, the technology has definitely made it a lot easier for us to create on a lot of different levels, which I think is really important because everybody's looking for an outlet. Everybody's looking for a way to express themselves for sure. And, I think that we know that definitely there is not as much live instrumentation, mostly because we've gotten used to hearing music in a different way. That's why I love to bring the live elements in with the program elements, because I think that there's something about that you just forget. Like sometimes you forget what strings sound like. You're like, oh shoot,
Yeah.
strings sound like this. And there's something about when bodies are playing something live, there's a spirit that it captures that you're just not going to get out of a box. But I love me a box too. Like there's so many realistic sounds. So many times I'll use a crazy horn sound from my sounds, or I'll use strings, and it sounds so amazing. I think it's so beautiful that there's a mixture. And the more that we go back, and I think now in the world, since we're able to search music at any place, anytime, people are really appreciating so many different styles of music. So now it's just about opening the doors. And I think, even with radio, just opening the doors and for it to not even be so segmented too, just would help continue to introduce so many styles to people. But, look, it's open. We could search anything at any time of day. So it's up to us to search for it,
Well, I want to do a quick, it's called a quick fire with you.
Oh, I'm ready.
Like an either or. You just pop it off, okay?
Ready.
Heels or flats?
Flats.
She's like,
Serious.
I bet it was heels back in the day, though, huh?
I mean, up until this quarantine, it was heels. That was flats. Okay.
Jordans or Timberlands?
Okay. Tim's.
I knew you were gonna say Tim's. Hard rock or regular soft rock? I know you're a music person, so
Hard rock or soft rock? Is that like musical? That's not like a double in on time.
like Doobie Brothers versus Poison. Yeah, Def Leppard.
I think it's gonna be soft rock. I think so.
Aerobics or weights?
I really like them both, but I'm gonna go for aerobics. Come on, let's go.
Braids or straight hair?
Braids.
I don't like to see. Hot dogs, hamburgers.
Neither, because I don't eat meat.
You know what? And I said that to go into this. Why?
Well, I don't eat meat. You know what?
Do you not? Are you pescatarian or totally vegan?
I do eat fish, and I will eat a Beyond Burger. So,
You like them Beyond Burgers, Alicia?
I like them. I do. I think they taste good. And I have a Beyond sausage. And I think
Now tell me this: do you think that it tastes like the real thing? Honestly, like if you
I don't remember. I ain't had the real thing in so long. I haven't had like a beef sausage in so long. Maybe since I was 10, 12.
What?
Like for real, so long. I don't even remember what a real beef thing tastes like.
Is it better for you as far as health wise? Because I know vegans that are big vegans that they, it's just not meat
Some
from
big vegans.
somebody that had a mother. But what is the reason for you
For
to go
me,
that route?
I just find it makes me feel better. Like I stopped eating chicken and things like that at a certain point, and I just noticed that I felt better, and then I ate it again, and then I realized that I felt like I was getting sick more often. I don't know, it was just a personal thing. It's not necessarily, you know, anything other than just it makes me feel better. That's all.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
You know,
hey,
what's
don't
it?
hate on my Beyond Burger,
Oh
please.
no, Sleazy, our resident comedian, is a vegan, and he talks about me all the time because he'll say he had something. I said, put some chicken on that; it'll taste a lot better,
Right,
So.
right.
Well, I'll just finish it off. We just want to thank you
Oh,
for
babe.
joining us. I'm sure we're over our time, but you are so down to earth and cool. And yeah, it is Alicia. I don't even have to say Keys. It's Alicia. And just a side note, I loved when you opened for football. I'm a football junkie.
Oh,
And when you sang the Black National Anthem or you're performing, you looked amazing. Your outfit was banging. See,
oh,
this is from the
thank,
girl side. I'm talking about outfit was banging.
thank you,
You
babe.
were fire. So
Thank you so
yeah.
much. I'm so glad to see y'all. I'm so happy to talk to y'all. Y'all made me feel so good this morning. And I can't wait to see you soon. Hopefully in person one day soon.
Absolutely. Please come to Nashville whenever
I
you
would,
can.
I really would love to,
We would
honestly.
love for you to be here. That would be awesome.
I'm coming. Minute
Thank
I
you
get,
so much.
all right, loves. See y'all
Have a
later.
good one. Alicia Keys, everyone.
Bye, guys.